what is climate smart farming. Now the concept of climate smart farming come into being because of the climate change and global warming that is occurring. We all know the negative consequences. Even this year's rainy season is still epileptic. We can see what is happening. So the only way out is to practice climate smart farming. And what do we mean by that? We mean that you need to do all the agricultural practices together with technologies that will help in reducing this greenhouse gas emission. Because you know that it is this emission that affects the ozone layer and results in global warming. And because of this, let me use my own computer. Now, by definition here, if you can look at the slide there, we say that climate smart is standing for a set of agricultural practices and technologies which simultaneously boost productivity, enhance resilience, and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. So you can see in totality, the main target is improved efficiency, enhance productivity, and sustainability. So all the practices that we can do that will help us achieve these three things are now being classified under climate smart farming. So with this, we are able to answer the question, what is climate smart farming? Now the next one is the question as why. Why grow ginger and all spices in sacks or containers? Please, we don't want to just be saying sacks. That's why I say and no container, because it's not only sacks that can be used. When we're talking about this farming, we're talking about what they refer to as vertical farming or urban farming. So in this vertical or urban farming, any container that is large or deep enough to contain what you're intending to grow and now serve as a container to be, and serve as what they call growing container. So it could be a sack, and this sack could be, we're not saying that you must buy a new one. Example, you can have an empty sack from maybe rice, getting rice sack, maybe fertilizer sack, maybe cement sack. Then you can have containers like empty jerry cans, these 50 liters jerry cans. You can have even buckets. In fact, even polythene bags that are not even permeable can also be used. Are we getting it? Now why grow ginger and spices in sack? There are so many issues and reasons why we need to do that. The first one there we say that for beginners that are just starting, because as we all know here in this organization, some are having interest in going into ginger farming, but they are first timers. So they can start using sack or container, because you don't need to have a large estate of land before they can practice. Another one is the issue of landless people. When I say landless people, I mean somebody that doesn't have land. It's something that you can do even in a rented apartment. In a rented apartment, provided you have a space, you can do your sack farming. Are we together? Please, I want to be using glass more. I'm using it. I'm asking questions that it be a little bit interactive. Now, you can use it at the rooftop. You can use it at the balconies, at the verandas. So you can see even a rented apartment. It is movable. If something happens, maybe you're in a rented apartment and maybe the owner says you need to relocate, you can carry on your farm and go away with it. So it's movable. And you see, that's another thing. And another thing is that it is easy to manage when it comes to the issue of managing pests and diseases. It's easy. Very easy, you have a close contact with it, and also the weeds. Weeds can easily be suppressed when you are practicing sack farming. And the issue of watering also. This watering aspect is something that is very much related to the issue of climate smart. Because in climate smart agriculture, we're talking about something that has to do with even managing the water resources. We're talking about maybe how you have a maximum utilization of the available water, and at the same time minimum wastages or minimum waste of loss of water. Are we getting it? So, another one is, okay, I have mentioned the issue of portability and space efficiency. Meaning that within a small space, you can be able to do more. Now, if I can use those chairs, those practice chairs as an example, when you look at maybe about 5 of them, sorry, 2 of them, and now serve as maybe 1 meter. Within that 1 meter square, you can be able to have 9 sacks there. You can have 9 sacks there. So as we go further, we now see the quantity of produce you can be able to harvest from it. Now another one is very ideal for organic farming. Yes. It is high time for us now. We are now supposed to practice what they call farm what we eat what we farm. Because we are becoming conscious of what we are consuming. We don't need to be just consuming anything that comes to our table. We don't know the source. I get it now. Especially when we are talking about vegetables and what have you. You can farm what you want to eat and you can eat what you can farm. So another issue, this issue of organic agriculture, when you are practicing on the field, there is need for what they call a buffer zone or buffer area. You have maybe your surrounding farms using conventional farming, using synthetic fertilizer. Then you now come in and say, okay, I have my adjacent farm close to somebody and I want to use and do organic agriculture. It may not likely be possible because you have to leave certain area which is between 30 to 50 meters. 50 meters, look at it. It's a very large area. All you are trying to do is you are trying to avoid the intrusion of the fertilizer, that synthetic fertilizer, into your farm. But within sack farming, you can be able to do it. There's nothing like transferring of whatever is near you because it's conveniently contained into a container. Are we together? The next issue is enhancing urban farming and healthy living. Yeah, we said it is really referred to as what? Urban farming. Because in urban areas or in urban centers where the agricultural land are very scarce or unavailable, you can be able to do your farming, whether it is in your backyard or anywhere, provided you have a smaller space that can contain the quantity you want to do. So doing so, it means you can be able to have a healthy living by what we call eat what you farm and farm what you eat. The next issue is the issue of job provision. It provides jobs and enhances food production. Yes, this one is in tandem with the what I call the general something of the workshop that says unlocking wealth. Unlocking wealth. So provision of job is one of the way of what? Unlocking